All right. So basically, y'all can hear me just fine, right? Y'all can hear me?
Yes.
All right, bet. So basically, the reason why to answer one of the questions before I even get to dive into this that you asked me earlier, Jason, I know you know it, but it's about the POI. So, and you asked me about the supply and demand. You can see this is drawn on my chart. Nothing's on my chart yet, but I already have a POI, a point of interest where I think price is gonna go. When I'm looking and I'm trading, I'm always looking from the right to the left to just to see what happened in the past, right? So when I'm on these higher time frames, I look from the bigger time frame to the smaller time frames till I get in, so I can kind of have the point of interest that I'm pretty much telling you about. That's making sense.
Yeah.
All right. So another thing that I want to make clear is if we trading and this is what we doing on the day to day, accept the risk. Accept the risk. That's first, and that's one of the most important things I want to say. You're gonna lose sometimes. You're gonna lose some trades. We're gonna take some losses. We're not gonna win them all. Once you get that fear out of your system, you will make money. You will make money. You won't be moving your stop losses. You won't be closing your trade earlier. If you trust your setup and you accept the risk, if I know that, okay, I can make $800, but I'm risking 150, okay, lose the whole 150. We the goal is way bigger than that 150. Be patient. If these things aren't lining up, and when I say these things is what I'm gonna get into, if these things aren't lining up, we should not be trading. We should not be forcing the setup. Looking at price right now on a 4-hour time frame, this is the point of interest, the demand zone, clear as day, right here. That is the point of interest. So when we go into the other time frames, I see that that's the point of interest. But it's going to be steps before we get into that. So this is price and a premium. If price is in the premium, what are we looking to do? We looking to sell. We looking for old highs or old lows. Those are the targets. And just be so y'all know, when I pull my premium and my discount array, I'm pulling it from the daily time frame, from the just the most recent swing. Okay, make that bigger for y'all. So this is the low on the daily, and this is the most recent high swing right here. All right. So I am looking for price. If price is in my premium, I'm only looking for sales. And this is my premium, right? Everything that's in this red zone is my premium. This is my discounted area where I'm only looking for buys. Okay. If it's not in here, we know that the setup is a less profitability. So let's go down to another time frame. This is live. Y'all catching this in live action. Price did not reject and go up until it came into this discounted area that we can see clear as day. We have a discounted area here, and we have a demand zone here. This is confluence. Those are two confluences right off the bat. We had demand zone here. So this trade clear as day. We should have known to get in that buy. Why? Because it from this demand zone, you had this to look to the left. We always want to take the most recent demand zone or supply zone or fair value gap. I put that here. All right. So let's look. What do we see? Make this bigger. All right. We're looking for old highs or old lows. Those are our targets. Those are our entry points. They're very important. So I'm gonna put the flag right here. This was the first high. Before we even get to this is how we would execute this trade and get into this trade by just following our rules. This was the old high right here. This one right here. Let me zoom in so I could really, this one that I'm pointing at, this was the recent high, right? Flag right there. So it's high. You see we have a supply and we see price is in our premium. We're not looking for buys up here because we know price is high. It should sell off. So what the first thing we're looking for are old highs. We got our old high right here. That's our old high. Check mark. So check mark one. We're looking for liquidity sweeps. This is the liquidity sweep. It literally just swept that. It literally just swept that high. Now, what else are we looking for? Supply zones. This is the most, so price dropped from here, pull back up to the same level. We don't need to take the first setup. We just need to take the second one. So price pulls back up to this level and it sweeps. Sweeps this level right here. Right here. Now it comes back into the same level and just falls. I wonder why. I wonder why it just happens. So whether we fell from here, take a short position. Like if you understand what I'm telling you, you understanding that you can sell from right here when price. You have multiple setup. You could have sold from there and caught this setup, or you could have waited till price closed right here, like most people, most traders do, and then they would have took it down here. This is all live right here in our in live time. We would have had a breaker structure set up right here. Could have took it, or you could have took the liquidity sweep that was right here. But all three of these things show confluence. And let me show you how it would have looked on the entry time frame. So on the time frame you enter in, you would have caught the sniper entry right here. Hold on. Because this is supposed to be up here. Because we enter in at the wick when price swept that liquidity right here. Price came and swept it again. But we enter in from here. Now you understanding that how I'm catching the sniper trades. All right. So now let me remove that. Notice if price is in here, I'm not focusing on buys right now. I'm not. All right, so check mark. Looking for old highs. We found the old high. We located it. We looked for the sweep. We located the sweep. The most recent supply zone is right here. We located that. We looked for a breaker structure. Which happened there. That would be another setup. If we didn't get this setup, the liquidity sweep setup or the supply zone setup, we take the breaker structure setup. But what do we have to do? Wait for the candle close to confirm, which was this candle right here. We want to see rejections from the upside. Rejection, 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 but on the smaller time frame. Let me go to the 3 minute. You can just see that price clear as day was not going past that line at all. At all. So that gives you the indication of it's going down. Right? All right, so now let's go back to where we at. So now when we're looking on the opposite, if we're not in the premium, we're in the discounted, right? So we're looking for the same things, but the opposite. We're looking for old highs or old lows, and those are the targets. All right, so for an example, I want to show you on show everybody in live time right here. See, it's very close to the discounted area, and you can see that price is sweeping liquidity right here. These are all equal levels right here. So price is filling up, taking them out before it goes up. Right? All right, so now look, we're looking for liquidity zones, which is what I just showed you. We're looking for a demand zone. Price didn't come down here, so we don't have the demand zone setup that we want. So no, we still could take the trade, but we're not taking a demand zone setup. We're taking a liquidity sweep setup. What setup are you taking? What setups do you like the most? Are you taking a breaking structure setup? It all depends on the time and the opportunity. We want to see rejections like this. Rejection from the wick. If we want to go up, look, rejection. That's what we want to see. Long rejection, like a long no. All right. So you understand that? And just like when you looking for sales, you want to see rejections from the upside. Like how I showed, look, rejection, rejection. That's what you want to see in favor of the direction you're trying to go to. Okay. So you asked me about demand zones. All right. Before I move on, you can unmute. I want to know if you had any questions on what I just covered. And how do you feel about that? What I'm showing you.
And I think from what you just covered, I think I'm okay there for the most part.
Okay. It's making sense.
Yeah, everything is making sense so far.
All right. So once that's making sense, you understand that that's the premium and the discounts, and we only looking for buys and the discount, and we only looking for sales and the premium. So boom. It's very, very important. So 30 minutes. All right. So let's say price, move this up. All right, let's just say this is the market. This is the market we're in, right? And we want to take a setup right now, and this is what's happening. All right. What type of setup would you say this is right here? This setup right here.
And it looks like a liquidity sweep plus
Right,
demand.
exactly.
I'm
Liquidity
sorry.
sweep right here. So let me make this big. I'm gonna make this yellow. All right. See this candle? It fell from here, but when price got back to it, it swept it clear as day. Clear as day. So we want to look for old highs, which we did. It was here. We see that we're looking for liquidity sweeps, which was there. So straight off the dribble, we could have took the setup, which is a liquidity sweep setup. But we have more confluence. We have something else here. We have something else here. What we have? What else do we have? We got a rejection. We got a liquidity sweep, and it's in something
Yeah, it's in here in the supply
in
zone.
the supply zone. Exactly. So we have the supply zone, and that's the most recent pullback to the zone. Now these is where we can enter from. If we're not entering from here, we should enter from here because this will be where the breaker structure is right here with this candle. And where are we gonna go on a bigger time frame? And we're watching this. We're gonna go. Let's just say this is the four. Let's say this is the 4 hours, and we have an idea that, and we see this price is reversing on the 4 hour because whatever happens on the big time frame is gonna happen on the smaller time frame, right? So let's say that this 4 hour is doing all of this and it's sweeping. So you should, in your mind, be like, okay, if it's doing that, where's it going to go? Boom. Now you look here and you see, okay, price has to come down here because this is where the point of interest should be. So, okay, so 4, 8, 12, 16 hours. It's going to take 16 hours to play, but you know on a small time frame, the 5 to 15, you saw this playing out already, so you catching it from here and you're able to ride it from here. Now, if you didn't catch it from here, which we should know how to, we catch it from here, the breaker structure. And we gonna keep it simple as that. Right here, same thing. We had a price liquidated the old high. Price is in the supply zone. Where we gonna do? We're gonna take them out. We're gonna take them out. Same thing down here. We're not taking this first demand zone. No, no, no. But price is in the discount. You can take it, don't get me wrong, and make money, but we're trying to win all the time. We want high profitability setups. And these are our setups. So if price pushes up from the demand zone with momentum and pulls back into the zone, and price is rejected, I know price is going up. So now let's say price was coming down to my demand zone. It spiked up from my demand zone, came back down, right? Swept price underneath, because you're gonna see this. You're gonna see this a lot. Price will sweep. Like you ever seen price keep going underneath your demand zone? So this is what
Mm,
I'm explaining to you. When you see that, it's a good thing. It's going even lower than we anticipated. So we're gonna enter one or two places. Wrong one. Where you think we should enter? Hold on. Off of this right here. Just this example. We're going up. This is the demand zone. The price got liquidated right here. So where you think we should go? We should enter.
I think
It's two entries. So it's two entries.
so. For me, at this point, once it goes up, I'll be waiting for it to come back close to that demand zone to be able to kind of fill up that gap. And then once it fills up that fair value gap created, then I'd be jumping into the trade.
All right. So when price came down, right, it came up right here is when it liquidated. So all of this, we not doing, yo, all of this, we not doing nothing with this. All of this, we just watching and we're waiting for price to come back to the zone. Yo, back to the zone, and we can catch the entry even earlier because this is where price liquidated at, then the demand zone and ride it all the way up. You see from here. Sniper entry, your risk, you want to just put it a little below right there. We could risk 88 pips to get 371 pips. It'll be even lower than that. Let's say the chart's like this. On average, you want to take something like this, something like 50 pips. Yeah, 54. That's a decent risk to reward setup. If you didn't enter from there, the other setup, because we gotta wait for price to pull back to the zone to get in. Like you were just saying, you entered from right here. You're gonna see price breaking structure here somehow in the zone. Same style lows. It's just you didn't get in as early as you could, but it's safe. And you ride it up. All right, now let's look at price now in live time. Delete, remove drawings. All right. So if we was finna do this, we can obviously see that price is going down. These two candles right here are the last 8 hours of what's been going on. These two. And I see it's going down. So my mind is not like buy, 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 buy. No. My mind is focused on those two candles because that's kind of showing me the trend. I'm also seeing price liquidated right here. So I see, okay, damn, that's where I should have got in at. It touched that level twice. That's where I should have got in at, but okay, I didn't get in there. Um, so we looking on a daily, and we need to see what we need to set it up. You can see, and then you see price what price is doing. Now, when we looking at the daily, it's important because I like to see if the daily, and notice our entry would have been the previous daily high. This is the previous daily high wick, this little wick right here. See, if it took this liquidity, I know the remaining liquidity that it wants to grab is going to be yesterday's low. I'm a short-term trader. I'm not a long-term trader. So I understand this is all I need to know. where we're going and why we're going there. So if I can predict this on a daily time frame, that hey, yes, this is the premium. Take the sale from up here. The price is gonna go down here. I can go from my daily to because look when this happened. We'll put a heart. No, I'm gonna put a line, horizontal line, right here. And I'm gonna make this line yellow. I'm gonna keep it yellow. And I want you to see the entry that would have been had just entering from that yellow level every time on the smaller time frame. You see how it lines up? Sell, 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 sell. And we still have it in our minds that price is going to come down more because it has to fill in this, this. That has to get filled. This has to get filled. There's liquidity sitting all down here. Right there, right there. This is now liquidity. It has became liquidity now. So the more we see price, and another thing, we see price is creating lower, it's going lower, it's creating lower highs and not higher highs. See? I mean lower lows and not higher lows. High highs. See? It's going lower and lower, 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 just like some steps. So that tells you that price is going down. I'm sending this out for I want people to just rewind this, watch this over and over and over until they get it because it's definitely a game changer for everybody. And that's the lesson, the first lesson of the week. Um, each week I'm going to be going over different things. I'm always going to switch it up. It's never going to be the same thing. How you doing with the studying, bro? The content and stuff like that that's in the group.
I think it's going pretty well for me. I mean, I think the biggest for me, like I realized liquidity, understanding liquidity is very important. So I think I went through the like understanding we are liquidity section, and then
Okay.
right now I'm just reviewing the supply and demand again to make
Right,
sure
right.
that things actually set up properly. I think as far as using like the fib and all of that, like I think I'm okay with that. And I have a decent understanding of like the liquidity sweeps. My thing is really paying attention more to, I guess, well the reversals, when they start to happen
Mm-hmm.
and what
Hmm.
the timing of it. Because I think I have a decent understanding of where it's going. But if that timing's not right,
Right.
then you can yourself up. So I probably need to look at that PO3 thing again, see what's
So
going on.
the liquidity, everything's gonna, Jason, when I tell you everything plays into what I'm showing you now, the timing, the price is gonna do what it do when it's in a premium. Price is gonna do what it do when it's in the supply demand zone. But what we trading? We trading nines. If we're gonna trade
Yeah,
nines, we know the time it moves. If it moves around 9:30, let's see if there's news. If it's no news, let's trade by 9:45. If there's news, let's give it to 10, 10:15, 10:05. But as far as like right now, you saw that GBP USD is moving perfectly, bro. There's no reason everybody couldn't make 2 racks off that, 1,500 off that. So easy. It's so easy. You know, if as long as you following, everybody's following the guideline. So what with this Zoom, the purpose of this was to make it easier for people. You know, Okay, if this is not happening, I should not be trading. If
Gotcha.
what setup are we taking? Because I want people to start taking notes. Are we taking a break of the structures, a break yeah, a break of market structure setup? Are we taking a supply zone setup? Are we taking a fair value setup? Are we taking a liquidity sweep setup? What setup did you take? So when you know you lost, like this setup is cool, but I know when I take this setup, I win more. For some people don't even have setups where they have an actual setup. They just look at the market, okay, and they just go off their gut feeling of how they feel more than a actual setup. The setup that I believe in, the setup that it got me 5,000 before. I'm a trust it again. It got me 4,000 before. Do you care about risking that $400 or $500 when you did something before and you got 5,000 from it? That's how you know who made money in this and who hasn't, because they still scared to make money. If you know this is your setup, jump on it every single time. Every single time. I don't care if you have fear in it, you don't trust your setup. I trust my setup. And my liquidity sweeps are like I'm gonna put it to you like this. The liquidity sweeps are pretty much setting up the one, the two, and the three in order for me to make sure everything is lining up. But
Gotcha.
I'm gonna have a part two to this, bro.
All
For
right.
sure.
You know when it's on, I'll be on here.
Bet. I'm gonna send you the link now, and I'm gonna send the link through now, bro. Watch it and then come back with some questions. That's the homework.
Will do.
I want to know what you take away from the video and things like that.
All right. Gotcha. I appreciate you, bro.
Bet that up, bro.